Good afternoon from Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Saturday. Yes, it's Saturday. I took a couple days off. It is high 80s, might hit 90 degrees again, still, just like the past couple days. I didn't do any filming the past couple days, just a lot of small projects, and it was hot, so I was doing, short spurts here and there. All right. Oh, where do I go? That's what happens when I take a few days off. I've got so much stuff to update on, I could make a movie out of it. Let's see. All the comments about my Facebook group. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I am not a fan of drama, and so those kinds of rants from me will be few and far between, I promise. But I really appreciate the support. I think one of my failings was I set my Facebook, that page, up as a business, I think. And so that's a little different than having it as a group or just a page. I don't know how all that works. But it was, I'm trying to think back to when I set it up, but I must have set it up as a business. I don't know. Anyway, moving right along. I don't like dwelling on the past. I didn't want to talk about that, but I felt at some point I needed to. And hey, the number of downvotes on my videos have dropped since I talked about that. So that's a good thing too. That's another thing. Downvotes. I don't get them. I mean, I get them, but I don't get them. See, don't get me off on these drama rants. I don't like the drama. That's one of the reasons why I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, is I do not like the drama. What other updates can I give? Oh, I want to give a shout out to my sister. I'm thinking of her all day long, every day, and I need to give her a call. Sorry, Priscilla. But yeah, they, Priscilla and her husband Tom and daughter and granddaughter are, they've got some, stressful things happening right now, so I'm just thinking of them and wanted to do a shout out real quick. Another shout out I want to do real quick is the Sculpted Feather. I'll leave a link again down below. That is the Facebook page, the Sculpted Feather, where I got this flock of Welsumers. And they also breed long feather chickens, which I'd never seen anything like it. I mean, I've seen long feathers on chickens, but these are long feathers on chickens. So if you want to check out that Facebook page, lots of pictures of his very unique chickens. And I saw some of they're just little things too. Anyway. Go check out that Facebook group, the Sculpted Feather. Let's see. Oh, I got an update on formerly known as Punky Brewster, the brown leghorn that I gifted to somebody in the area. I got a snapshot picture. She's out of quarantine. She's hooking up with her Easter egger rooster, and everything seems fine. Another thing is they built, her and her husband that got Punky Brewster from me, they built a chicken coop with the cattle panels. And so that was pretty cool. I finally got around to sending them a link to the original from Texas Prepper 2. I'll put a link down there also. But the original, and he built it as a greenhouse, and then people are using it as chicken coops. And the beauty about this design is that you can modify it to your own needs. And one thing that they did is they used bigger boards, like 2x8s or something like that, on their base, and then they're going to have a sand area for their chickens to be in. And some people will be mobile, some people won't, and so it's so cool. It's not an expensive thing. You don't have to be a genius to figure out how to build one, and I just like those chicken coops. Let's see, anything else I need to talk about? Get anything off my chest? Nope. So I better start. Well, I can do some updates around here. Yep, there we go. Your turn, Wildberry. All day long. I just love it. I just love it. Not all day long. They'll once every hour or so. But they'll keep it up for a few minutes too. So fun. Speaking of fun, 3 eggs today. Only one yesterday. So they're just getting back into the groove. The one in the middle is nicely speckled. Oh, I don't even know if that shows up. It's got dark speckles, and then this one has light speckles, so very interesting. Well, and that's one thing about keeping all 9 of the hens is, well, I'll turn the camera around. Yeah, about the eggs. The hens, the Welsumer hens that lay the speckled colored eggs, they might not meet the standards of perfection. They might be, too short, too small, wrong head size, their back is, and their, all that stuff. They might not meet it, but the speckled eggs, I mean, come on. So those, I might want to use them for the olive eggers. That speckled egg is still a trait that would be good for my olive egger side project. So yeah, so much to think about. But yeah, it's great having the options. It's just so great having the options. My little gourd structure. This is where number 2 and her four chicks like hanging out on a sunny day. Yes, they do. So I got no problem with that. They can, number 2 can hop the fence, and they go through the fence, and so they've been free ranging, and that's cool. Their shelter is, well, let's go look at that. But first, this. Okay, that's a bottle gourd in front, but look at the one in the back. Can you see through there? That thing is huge. Give me a second. Yeah, look at that thing. That is definitely big enough for a birdhouse, I think. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. How you guys doing today? Yeah, you digging up my gourds? There was one planted there. Okay, let's go take a look at your other shelter where you've been spending the night. Well, in front here, this is the brooder. That's the snake-proof nesting box, and the brooder, and I have my 10 baby chicks in there. They're doing and growing. That's good enough for me. And then that is where, well, it was at my chicken fort, but now it's a chicken shelter because I got a tarp in there. I put their metal cage that they're familiar with. There's a roosting bar over the middle, and then in the back corner, is it shaded too much? Well, anyway, I already talked about this, but it's completely dark, as if this is any better. Chair and a nesting box, that's where they've been spending the night while they were in the coop, and they've been spending the night there since they've been out of the coop. Number 2 still is trying to teach them to roost in the trees with her, but she has not been successful because I have to come out here every night and supervise. Yes, how we doing, new flock? I know you guys are anxious to get out there and roam around and scratch and peck and hunt, and yeah, I know. We got to get you up roosting. Well, the first night, yeah, it was the first night they were all 11 of them were in there. So and then they got out. Oh man, that was a mess. But so I got them all put up on the roosting bars, and then the second night, about 8 of them. Yeah, there were 3 of them that I had to put up on the roosting bars. They were still in the nesting box again, but the other 8 had gone up there. And then last night it was all good again. Everybody but the younger rooster with the tail. Yeah, there's that one on the left there. That's the older one. He lost his tail in a coyote attack earlier this summer, and some of it looks like it may grow back, and he is not the father. He is not the father. The 9 hens and the younger rooster are all, you know, half brothers, sisters, whatever. But the older rooster is from a different family. Yeah. Oh, Fifi, did I disturb your nap? Did I disturb your nap? You just blend in so well, I didn't see you sleeping there. And Bob's got a nice napping spot inside the screen tent. And it's an inside day for Grumpy. He found a spot amongst the boxes and feed bags, having a nice midday nap. Alright, Grumpy. And he's doing well. Medicine is probably only, I'm going to finish off that bottle, so only a couple days probably. But no ill effects so far. Good deal. Wild Barry, how we doing today, Barry? You doing good? Taking care of everybody? Yeah. You're a good rooster, Barry. Well, a few of you are just hanging out on in the coop. There's Mary Tyler Moore in the front, and then we've got Private Benjamin and Vicki Lawrence. Yeah, Vicki has been laying eggs up a storm. Like, well, today, so like 5 out of the last 6 days. Vicki Lawrence. Yeah, pumping them out. Thank you.